since we're kind of talking about issues and stuff, what are you seeing as the major issues in rural Oregon, rural West Coast? And then we'll kind of talk about what we're having here. We've already touched based on data centers, but what other issues are y'all seeing on the West Coast on rural?
Well, affordability, gas.
Okay,
We're having a big our highway department, transportation department has a huge fiscal shortfall. Our democratically controlled legislature and Democratic governor failed to pass a complete bill for it, even though they have a supermajority. They eventually passed this bare minimum bill, but it was built on gas taxes and car registrations. The Republicans have been able to get it referred to the ballot, so that tax base may not happen. It's just chaos. So that's affordability, I think, as much as anything. The cost of gas, cost of registering your car. But in the east or in the rural parts of Oregon, it's water and fire.
okay.
I was evacuated twice last summer. It might happen again this summer. And our snowpack is 15% of usual. Did I already say that?
Wow.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
and so it's a mess, and it's really, really sad. I mean, fires take people's houses, they kill people, they create all of this we're all breathing the smoke. I mean, it'll be hazy, like, the sun will be this, like, little tiny red dot for days, and to say nothing of and then, like, generations old farms are not gonna be able to grow anything this year.
It's terrible.
And Heather, jump in here. Heather, what do you think? All them are the same issues we have in rural Southwest Virginia. We I would probably add healthcare with ballot, quality
God,
healthcare.
yeah.
Okay,
Sorry.
quality healthcare and keeping our
Yeah,
rural hospitals open. Of
yeah.
course, the big beautiful bill, we're looking at them cuts, and of course, Heather can talk a little bit about that too.
Right now, one of the big issues is this redistricting.
Now, now, Joel, do you know about our redistricting that's going on in Virginia?
No, do tell, please.
Go ahead, Heather. Give them a little background and viewers too that might not be from Virginia.
Well, it's to obviously deal with what's happened in Texas
Mhm.
and a couple other red states where they are passing gerrymandered maps, and our U.S. Supreme Court approved a twice illegally gerrymandered map for the state of Texas. So now we have a provision to be voted on April 21st that will allow us to legally redistrict like California.
Mm.
And so there is a huge push from Trump and MAGA red Republicans to fight this tooth and nail. So it's going to be an interesting next month or so. And normally I would not support redistricting for the simple fact that they've already they've already divided up areas here that should have been together, used to be together, that we consider a community, and cut them right down the middle to make their districts. So, but when you're dealing with MAGA Republicans and Donald Trump, if we don't fight fire with fire, we are going to lose.
It's so sad.
So it's
Yeah.
one of the
So,
things at heart, I'm against it principle, but you kind of hold your nose and go, do you support the bigger war? Basically, if it goes through, we would gain four Democrat congressmen. Four.
yeah,
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
So
some good
absolutely,
gerrymandering
it
there.
equalizes Texas. So, if you're looking at the big picture, it's a counteraction. Okay, you started, we're counteracting, but
But
here
we're doing it
locally, it hurts
legally.
us in rural Virginia because it makes us even redder. They're
I was gonna
taking our
say,
blue.
that's the thing is, like, we're already very gerrymandered to the point where I'm in this R15 district, right? And that was from the 2020 thing, and it's like, it hurts to be here, right? And if I can imagine that it would just get hotter. It would just get redder, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like John said, it's not something that normally that we would support, but these are not normal times.
Yeah.
We're dealing with a group in the White House right now that believes in competitive authoritarianism. That's what Project 2025 is, and that's what they're trying to consolidate in
So
this
how's that
upcoming election.
Yeah.